Have you ever stopped for a moment and quietly asked yourself why your legs don't feel the same anymore after 60? Why stairs seem steeper, walks seem shorter, balance feels uncertain, and confidence slowly fades even though your mind still feels young and alert? What if I told you that this change is not simply old age, not destiny, and not something you must accept, but the result of one overlooked habit that silently weakens the legs year after year, and that there is one powerful, surprisingly simple exercise, often ignored, rarely explained correctly, and almost never emphasized enough, that surgeons and mobility specialists know can literally save your legs after 60 if done consistently and correctly. Because the real danger after 60 is not wrinkles or gray hair, but loss of circulation, loss of muscle communication, and loss of confidence in your own body, all of which begin in the legs, where the largest muscles, the most important veins, and the most fragile balance systems live. And once these systems weaken, everything else follows. Travel becomes exhausting, standing in lines becomes painful, fear of falling creeps in, and slowly life begins to shrink. Not because you want it to, but because your legs no longer support the life you still want to live. And here is the truth. Most people never hear clearly. Your legs don't fail suddenly. They fade quietly, day by day, through sitting too long, moving too little, and never fully activating the muscles that pump blood back to the heart and keep joints lubricated. And the one exercise that changes this is not traumatic, not extreme, and not dangerous, but deeply functional, because it restores the natural pumping system of the lower body, reawakens dormant muscle fibers, and retrains balance at the same time. And that exercise is controlled heel-to-toe raises performed slowly, mindfully, and consistently, because when you lift your heels and then slowly lower them, you activate the calf muscles, known as the second heart, which are responsible for pushing blood upward against gravity, reducing swelling, preventing stiffness, and nourishing the knees and ankles. And when done correctly, this simple movement also strengthens the feet, stabilizes the knees, and improves posture, which means fewer falls, more endurance, and less pain. And surgeons see this reality every day in patients who recover faster, walk longer, and maintain independence simply because they kept their leg circulation and muscle activation alive. And yet most people dismiss this exercise because it looks too easy, too simple, too basic. But that is exactly why it works. Because the body after 60 responds better to consistent, low-impact, high-frequency movements than to intense workouts that strain joints and cause fear or injury. And when you perform this movement daily standing near a wall or chair for safety, rising slowly onto your toes, pausing, then lowering even more slowly, you are telling your nervous system that your legs are still needed, still trusted, still strong. And this message alone changes how you walk, how you stand, and how confident you feel. Because strength after 60 is not just muscle, it is communication between the brain and the body. And this exercise rebuilds that communication step by step, breath by breath, and over time. People notice their legs feel warmer, lighter, more responsive. Cramps decrease, nighttime restlessness fades, and walking becomes enjoyable again. And this matters deeply for those who want to travel, explore, and live freely in their golden years, because strong legs mean freedom, not just physically but emotionally. As fear slowly releases its grip and life expands again. And what makes this exercise even more powerful is that it fits naturally into daily life, done while brushing teeth, waiting for the kettle, watching the news, or standing by a window, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for healing. And this consistency is what changes outcomes, not intensity, not equipment, not expensive programs, just repetition and awareness. And over weeks and months, this simple habit protects the knees by reducing pressure, supports the hips by improving alignment, and even helps the lower back by restoring natural posture, creating a chain reaction of strength throughout the body. And surgeons emphasize this because they know once leg strength is gone, recovery becomes harder. Surgeries become riskier, and independence becomes fragile. But when legs are strong, everything improves, including mood, energy, and confidence, because movement is medicine, and the legs are the delivery system. And here is the suggestion you must take seriously if you care about your future mobility. Start today, not tomorrow, by doing slow heel raises for just 5 minutes a day, focusing on control rather than speed, holding on to support if needed, breathing calmly, and listening to your body. Then gradually increase repetitions as strength improves. Pairing this habit with gentle daily walking and light stretching, because this small daily ritual can quietly become the foundation of strong, reliable legs that carry you through travel, family moments, and everyday independence long after 60. Reminding you that aging does not mean shrinking. It means adapting wisely. And sometimes the smallest movement makes the biggest difference.